Hi, it's Anne. Thanks for stopping by. We're going to do something really unusual today. I have to be honest, I'm not entirely comfortable with this style because it's really abstract, but I just think it's so much fun. And we're going to be using some playing cards, but particularly our queens. For all the fierce queens out there, I just want to salute you, and maybe we all tap into our inner royalty and have some fun with some of these queen playing cards. What I'm going to be doing, again, this is abstract. I am going to be transforming one of these one queen at a time. We'll set her over here. If you would like to do this, one tip, because I've done a couple of these already, and what was most useful to me, because it was kind of overwhelming, all of the different things that we can use to transform her, is that first you get out some bling, because Her Majesty has to have some bling, and twine and a needle. But other than that, you work with what you have on your desk, because I found I was like really overwhelmed with choices when I went to go try to make this kind of kooky thing that I'm going to make. So I finally just stopped myself and said, Anne, just use what you have out the bling, have out your playing card, and then just use what you have on your desk, because heaven knows there is plenty of mess here on my desk. So that's what I'm going to do, and do what suits you. But anyway, I just wanted to let you know what my process was. I am going to round. I put a backing on both of these queens, because I want this to be a piece that whoops, that kind of came out. Do your corner rounders sometimes do things like that? That's why I usually start with the smallest rounding, so that I can kick back up and correct the mistake. There we go. Anyway, let's just get going. I don't mean to be downplaying the fun of what we're doing, because it is going to be fun. We're going to be making a little, I guess we're going to call it a little tag. But for me, it seems like it's something that you could just pop in an envelope and send to a friend. And in fact, I got the idea from my friend Connie, because one of her other friends had sent her something that was kind of similar. I'm going to be changing it a little bit, but it all is based on a queen playing card. Now let's see, I've got some kind of fairly thin scrapbook paper here. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be making a skirt for this for this queen. We're going to be making her a new skirt. So this is 2 thicknesses, but it's blank on the back. And so if these were glued together, this could, be some journaling space. You could either pop into a journal or write a message to a friend if you're sending it to a pal. And I'm just going to kind of make her skirt, tearing the edge out of this. I did practice on a couple of things, varying degrees of results, which is why I almost didn't do this. But then I thought, no, it's good for me to do things that are a little bit out of my comfort zone. I'm not all that comfortable with abstract art, although I admire it very much. I'm just not confident in my own ability to do it. But let's just see. Let's just see. I think you know me well enough by now that I like to try new ideas. And this is something that's definitely a new idea. But I also think it could be something, if I were a friend receiving this in the mail, I would be delighted to do so. Now I'm going to kind of come in and pretend that her waistline is about there. And we're going to be covering up the lower part. We're not going to make her exactly wasp-waisted. And how do we want her skirt to be? I guess she'll be about like this. And then we're just going to look around on the desk and put whatever kind of rows of decoration we can find here for her skirt. I might nip her in just a little bit more here. All right. This is not something I'm used to doing, but we're going to be mostly covering up this skirt, but I'm going to go ahead and distress it anyway. There we go. And pull this out to be a bit of a working surface. I did have this ribbon on my desk, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this ribbon down, and that can kind of be her sash. And then the fun thing we're going to do is we're going to go through, I have some pieces of old book page here, and we're going to just choose some sort of random phrases that will sort of be the mantra for this dressed up queen. She doesn't care. She's wearing some unusual things, and she can just be herself. Let's just keep going with it. The ones that the one that Connie showed me, and a couple of others that I have seen online, have had dangles from beneath the skirt that were like beads, that were like high-heeled shoes. I had nothing like that, but that would be kind of cool to put some little legs behind her. What do we have? What do we have here? I'm literally going to reach into my trash bin that's here, and we're going to put a little stripe of music page here. Maybe I should just do a bunch of my stripes here first and see what I've got going on. Here's a little piece that might be kind of fun, but let's get some bling in here. What about, this is a piece that I got from Julie Torrens, whom I adore. Maybe this might be the bottom part. This rich regal hem of her dress, and this red can kind of show through. Maybe some of that, maybe some music page, maybe some really bright color. Again, what's on my desk? Do not go looking for stuff. I think I see something a little brighter over here. Ooh. This might be nice. Yeah, that's pretty, but you know, that's kind of small. This is big and bold. And even though it's a small piece, we can suggest boldness here with what we're tearing to put in place. There we go. I think I might want to just cut that down a little bit more. There we go. I think maybe I should build this from the waistband down so I can kind of keep overlapping and having sort of a waterfall look. This green is nice. And these are just magazine pages. Maybe I should have, you know, book page magazine, book page colorful magazine. Well, I guess I'll do that. And then we're going to put some bling on her because she can just go nuts with the bling because she's the queen. I have this ruffle. Maybe the ruffle goes on the bottom. Let's just try that. I mean, I know this is really kooky, but I think once we have it all sort of trimmed up and our little sayings on there, that it's, I just think it's worth trying. It's worth getting yourself out of your comfort zone every now and again, isn't it? So I'm just going to put these longer pieces here. Maybe lift that up so I can slip this underneath. Well, come on here. A little piece of book page. There we go. My planning didn't work out all that well there. I guess I'll overlap that. I'm not coming out with the best waterfall effect here. Where'd my glue stick go? Here it is. I actually don't have many magazines in the house. I have had them from time to time, and then I've thought, oh, I'm not using these, and I get rid of them. And then I think, oh, where'd all my magazines go? Yeah, I kind of like that that green showing through that portion. Anyway, I was at the thrift store the other day, and I actually picked up a few magazines because I just realized I didn't have any, and it's kind of hard to be without magazines. But I was wanting to, to look for headlines and look for big colorful images. So I'm glad I went. Yep. This little paper ruffle will be fine. It's been kicking around my desk for I don't know how long. There we go. Now, do we tear her? I think we keep with the torn theme. I'm gonna use my original base as sort of a guide there. I'll clip that ribbon and the paper ruffle, of course, but there we go. I'm making a big mess, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? There we go. Oh, sticky, sticky. Okay, put this aside. And let's look at her skirt. Let's bring her into our fitting room and she can try it on. I think I am enjoying that. I think it is kooky, and I think it is going to be even more fun once we get it kind of blinged up. But what I'd like to do is I'd like to put her little hanging mechanism on here before we glue this together, because that way I can handle this a little more easily. And what I'm going to do is just put a couple of knots in this twine. Sorry, I might have been out of frame there. And I'm going to come in from the back. I think I'm going to punch my holes first. I'm going to go, I do want it to be even, and so I'm going to use this frame here as a visual guide. And then I'm going to come in from the back because I want to have it hanging almost like a little ornament, like a Christmas tree ornament, which it could certainly be. But I'm thinking, I remember years ago, back in my working years, a good friend of mine, my old friend Teresa, sent me sort of a kooky little sculpture, sort of whimsical thing that I had on my, and it was, this whimsical portrayal of this very empowered woman, which Teresa and I both fancied ourselves to be, and I think we were. Not always as empowered as we wanted to be, but we strove to be empowered women. Anyway, she sent me this sort of fanciful thing that I hung in my office. It was on a cubicle wall, and it was on an office bulletin board for years and years. And it was on a little string like this, and it just made me think, yeah, if you were sending this to somebody, it might be fun for them to hang by their workspace. Let's apply our skirt to our queen, and then we can get at the bling, and we can just get her really blinged up here. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac again because that's going to help apply this material to that sort of plasticized surface of the playing card. Let's pull her down like that. And now let's do one really fun bling thing. We have a portion of another playing card, and we're going to use this back part of it. And we're going to make her another crown because she has this sort of, hoodie, cowly kind of thing. But you know what? She's an awesome queen. She is going to get a crown. And I don't want it too tall because I don't want it tangling with our little hanging string. But I'm just using my sharp, pointy scissors to make a rather inelegant but distinctive crown that we're just going to put on her right there. Should we do that? I think that's just a really good idea. And this is, what I saw on Connie's gift that she sent me the picture of. So please don't credit me for this awesome idea. Now, what's our bling situation? Over here, I'll bring this down because I don't use a whole lot of actual bling in my junk journal life because I feel like it's bulky, but this is special. She can go into a journal, but again, she can just be sort of a junk journal-y thing that you send to a pal as well. I have some bling, as you can see, because when I make cards, I use it quite frequently, but I think this crown needs some sort of a jewel on it, don't you? Whoops, Anne. There's adhesive that comes on the backs of those these little rhinestones. These are just little dollar store rhinestones. That Fabri-Tac doesn't dry right away, which is great because you can slide it into position, but it also means It's not really firm when you want it to be until it dries, but it'll be drying fairly shortly. There, she's got a little jewel on her crown there. Let's give her some jewels on her waistband there. And I'm gonna cut these free from their little acetate backing. I can't even think how long I've had these little dollar store jewels sitting around, but it's been a while. If we wanted 3 across, because it's nice to have 3. There we go. And this is where you could really come in with your stickles or your liquid pearls or something like that and add lots of little, little jewelly kind of, jewel-like kind of embellishments. I have these sequins here. I think I would like to add some embellishment to her little collar there that's actually on the card. So I think I'm going to put 3 dots there. And I'm going to I'm going to use put just a little bit of glue on my needle tip. And let's find some little sequins that we'll put here. And that'll catch the light and to make her look really outrageously fancy. I'm trying to find 3 that are the same size here. Again, I'm not really experienced with sequiny things. I bought 1 bag of sequins, I think, in 2015, and I'm still using them. Let's put some, as long as we're getting her all bedazzled. Let's put some down the front here, and then we'll get to doing the words. We'll figure out what sort of regal mantra she wants to be telling us. I'm just picking up just a tiniest bit of glue there, and that just helps pick up a sequin or 2. There we go. And that art glitter glue will dry clear, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, she looks kooky and whimsical, and it's not my usual style, but I'm kind of enjoying her whole, her whole ethos there. She's kind of saying, yeah, this is me. And I'm awesome, and don't tell me I'm not. I have several little phrases here. Would be such a great thing to send maybe somebody who's celebrating something. Happy, happy day. But I think after this, things went better. Or wait, what about this? I like this. I know I can. We could just do I know I can, but I know I can get the pot of gold. Yep, that's it. That is it. I'm just going to use a little bit of art glitter glue. And it's fun to go through books and just pick out just little, little oddball phrases and have them handy. And they can serve as a prompt for what you want to journal about. They can serve as as sort of an idea factory for you. You know, thinking, you know what, I have a friend who's kind of trying to, you know, go for the pot of gold. How about sending something like this to her and give her a little shot of encouragement? And there we go. There she is. I could add some more bling and such down here and make her, you know, super, super gaudy. For now, I think she is gaudy enough, and I think this is something that could be really fun for a friend to, you know, hang on her craft room wall, hang on her office wall, hang on the lamp in her home office, hang in her kitchen. Just have, you know, have there as a little reminder that you, as her crafty friend, have made this for her. Or perhaps that person that you're giving it to is yourself. Maybe that's what it is. Write a few little words of wisdom on the back, hang it somewhere, tuck it in a journal, or hang it somewhere. That's it for today, guys. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.